Hi everyone, I'm Sam, Creative Director for Rokoko, and in this video we're going to take a closer look at the cleanup tools available in Rokoko Studio Beta that you can use to clean up your mocap. We'll record some mocap and then go through the entire process of cleaning that mocap to get the best results. Let's jump into it. So before we get started, I just want to talk in general about the importance of using the cleanup filters in Studio Beta and also in Studio Legacy. The Smart Suit Pro, which I'm wearing right now, was designed expressly to be used in conjunction with these cleanup filters. And this is especially true of the Locomotion Filter, which is the filter that we're going to be looking at today, which tracks your foot contact with the ground. So now let's get into a practical example of how to clean up your mocap in Studio Beta. So here I am in Rokoko Studio, and I've already created a new scene and powered up my smart suit and smart gloves. If you need help getting your suit and gloves connected or opening a new scene, you can check out the video in the description below. I'll create a new actor profile, enter my name and height, and then I'll pair my suit and gloves to my actor. At this point, we can do a calibration straight pose. And there we go. Now we're ready to record some mocap, which we can do by hitting this big red record button in the bottom left. I thought it'd be fun to record the landing portion of a superhero landing, so I'll do that. Nice and superhero-y, and we can stop the take. So if we play this back, we can see some foot sliding and some other odd behavior from our take. And the way we fix this is if we look down at the bottom of this window, you can see these green and blue segments on the timeline. These represent our foot contact with the ground throughout the entire mocap take. The green segments represent the left foot and the blue segments the right. If we toggle this gizmo under our smart suit, we can also visualize this data in our scene. Issues arise when Rokoko Studio has interpreted our foot contact with the ground incorrectly. Here, for example, we can see that Studio thinks our foot is not in contact with the ground, whereas we can clearly tell that our foot should be in contact with the ground. Therefore, we can adjust this segment to tell Studio that our foot was indeed on the ground at this point. We call this process of adjusting these segments cleaning your mocap take, and there's a few ways you can manipulate the locomotion data. We can drag the beginnings or ends of the segments. You can always hit Ctrl-Z to undo. We can also remove a segment if we want to by right-clicking on it and selecting Remove Segment. And finally, we can add a new segment by just clicking anywhere on the left or right foot tracks. You can also zoom in on certain parts of the recording if you need to get a more detailed view of the data. Now I'll go through and just clean up the rest of the take. So it's not really necessary to use video reference for this process, as you can almost always tell when a foot should or shouldn't be in contact with the ground, just based on the context of the mocap that you capture. And again, this is an essential and necessary part of the Rokoko mocap process, so we highly encourage you to clean all the mocap takes that you intend to export. It just takes a few minutes, and it really makes a huge difference in the quality of the mocap. If we take another look at the raw versus the cleaned data, you can see a massive difference in the quality of the final results. So we hope this video was helpful. Rokoko Studio Beta is going to continue to evolve, so stay tuned for more information and tutorials on Rokoko Studio Beta. Thanks everyone, bye.